Hey, welcome to Taboo Chronicles. I am going to be kind of just your only host tonight, but I'm just going to talk to you for just a minute to see what's going on with you. Also, to say that we missed you. We missed all of you. And if you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or let's see, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, those are our outlets. We really appreciate you. We really do. Tonight, we school has just started, so I would say congratulations to all the parents because I know you're elated that your children are going back to school. Although all of us or both of us are educators, that's Jackie, the wellness advocate, and Roberta, the tool lady, which is who I am. But we're both of us are educators, so we both work in the school system and we both work with your kiddos. So Jackie will not be here tonight. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the show. Our show is Taboo Chronicles, as you know, and where we talk about things that are in our community that affect our community that we don't like to talk about, right? Recently, I attended a fibroid institution or institute which we talked about fibroids, which is uncomfortable, something that we don't talk about that only affects Black women and other women of color, Hispanic, at high proportionate. They say out of our numbers, there's going to be someone that you know with fibroids. And if you don't know about it, this is where the Taboo Chronicles part come in. It makes you bleed out as a woman when you're on your cycle, heavy bleeding, cramping, of course, anemia, all sorts of things. So that's one thing that I've done in the community here recently, and that I can really identify with because I have been affected by it. Another thing topic that we possibly will cover right now, and that I wanted to share that's very important is cervical cancer for African American women is at an all-time high. So if you have not gotten checked, you have not gotten your pap smear, go get one. Prevention is key and key to living. Again, cervical cancer is at a high. It's epidemic here in the Dallas, Texas area for Black women, and that came from a physician, a doctor, or actually a group of doctors. That's a concern here. So again, that's some Taboo Chronicle stuff, right? Uh, so I just want to throw that out to you. And so you can take care of yourself. Talk about it. Talk to your sisters, your cousins, other women, and let them know, hey, we need to go and take care of ourselves, right? And we already know about the mammograms. That's all the time. I think here in September, I think that's when they'll really be out. But they've started rolling that out all year long for prevention. Go get your mammograms. Tonight, what we did, we did have a host scheduled, although she had to reschedule because again, she's an educator, she's a teacher, so we still love her, and we missed her tonight. But she will be joining us for the next show, she promised, and she runs a co-op here in the Dallas area. Now, for you all that don't know me, I'm from the country. You probably can tell, right? From the accent just a little bit. Sometimes from the attire. But anyway, I am from the country. That's true. Well, what we know is that in the inner city, people don't have access to food. That is food, right? And so when they go out, we all love to go out. But of course, McDonald's is like our go-to a lot of times for our families, but it's not the most healthiest. So what we're gonna discuss with her are some of the co-ops that are popping up in the inner city. All right. She has a co-op. And guess what? It's free fruits and vegetables. I didn't say it costs money, because the number one thing you hear when you talk about eating healthy, people say, hey, Roberta, I can't afford that. I can only afford that $5 meal at Walmart, I mean at McDonald's, right? I can't afford to eat healthy every day. But again, she's running a co-op and it's free, right? So you can afford it. You can afford it. So we're gonna put you on to it. There's other co-ops that you probably didn't know about, but they're popping up all over America in the inner city because of this, because people with the heart and desires of people eating healthy, right? Because it's proven that because of the diets that we eat, we have diabetes, cancers, high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, so death. So it's really, that's another thing that's important, that we start eating better as a group, that we take a motive, a initiative to eat better. So that's what we were going to discuss today. But again, she's going to be rescheduled. So I would say join us, because what happens to one of us affects everybody. Yes, we got to take care of our body. It's our temple. That's right. That's right. Especially if we want to be here, right? If we want to be here long, and I always say the quality of life, right? If you want the quality of life, you're going to have to take care of your body. That's just it. And unfortunately, it's not what's offered to us. So meaning that it's just not open to us anymore. When I was a younger girl in the country, of course we had a farm. Of course we had gardens. Of course we had neighbors who had fresh animals. Uh, you don't have that anymore. That's just a thing of yesterday for a lot of people. Unfortunately, even for some of the people that are in the rural areas, as well, the farmers. But now there's initiatives. That's what that co-op is about, to bring fresh vegetables, fresh fruits to you in your community, and at an affordable price. And if some, like I said, the young lady is saying a free price. That's her motive, is to give it to you free. Again, like I said, we always say, we can't do it. We can't afford it. We hear organic and we think of places high end that we say that's not for us. And so we're going to have to take the alternative. But I'm letting you know, friend, it is for us because we need to be healthy. Our health is our wealth. So that's another taboo topic. So basically, that's all I talk about. To continue to talk about some of these things, continue to check in with us. We are looking for guests. If you want to be a guest on our show, you're more than welcome. If you have some of these tools to offer, we also have someone who's offering mindfulness, and which that's what I practice as well. So check out some of these things that we have. We and I'm going to just tell you a little bit about mindfulness because it's something else that's dear to my heart. And I have this thing. I don't turn people on to stuff unless I know it's good, right? That's what I do. I turn you on with something that's good, something that works. I'm not going to give you or sell you something and you say, you know what, this doesn't work. I'm turning you on to something that works. A little story about me. 8 years ago, my sister passed away of cancer. And we all know about grief. We've talked about it here on Taboo Chronicles because that's something else that we don't talk about. We don't discuss how we feel, our emotions, right? Well, anyway, out of that, I learned the art of mindfulness. Now, what the art of mindfulness is just appreciating right now, right? Not worrying about, hey, I got to get the kids to school in the morning. I got to cook dinner. This bill is due, that bill. but teaching your mind how to shut down and reboot. Because some of us are, especially when we go through grief or we go through some trauma, our brains are hypersensitive all the time. So, and I will describe it like this: it's kind of like a sore, but it's our brain, and we can't see it, right? So, because you can't see people's brain or what they're thinking, but it's kind of like a sore. So, when a sore is healing, it's kind of got just a little bit of scab on it, but it's still pretty sensitive, right? That's how we're feeling inside our heads. So, what mindful does is it helps that. It helps take away, mindfulness helps take away those thoughts, those edges of, oh, I could have did something. I should have did something. Or what about me? Uh, yes, I am. I definitely will. Yes. So that's what mindful is all about, is just talking about what about right now? Because some of us are living in the past and we can't get the past back. That's just done. But we can't get it back. But it just stays on our mind all the time. Man, I could have did this. That day I should have said this, right? And so that's kind of how my mind was all the time, all the time, all the time. And dealing with grief, because that was the only major grief that I've ever experienced. And I mean, it was heartbreaking. And so mindfulness is what helped me come into right now. And also, I'm going to tell you this: help me enjoy life, help me enjoy my life. So to restore your life, we have some people coming in that's going to discuss mindfulness. You may want to check in for that show. So we have just different things that we want to offer you. Again, my co-host is Jackie, the Wellness Advocate. I'm Roberta, the Tool Lady. Now tomorrow night, which is a Tuesday night show, and it's called Put It All on Red. Now, it's just a little different edge than Taboo Chronicles. The reason why, for one, it's my show, but I want it to be a little bit more upbeat. So I want it to be just a little bit more successful, talking to people that are successful, because I enjoy other people's successes. I really do, honestly. I've always had that, like, I love to hear other people's story because it's encouraging. So that's what my show is about. It's about people who have traveled different roads, and they may have hit on some of these roads that were tough, but they made it on a different road, right? So that's what Put It All on Red is. So I also encourage you to check me out. Find me. If you're one of these people, you feel like, hey, Roberta, I got a story I would like to share. I got a talent I would like to share. Hit me up on any social media and just let me know, Roberta, I want to be on the show. Tomorrow I have an artist. I heard her. She has a beautiful voice. And it's more like neo soul. So it's real soothing. She's going to be my guest tomorrow night. I believe I have everybody's teacher, Mr. Waits, returning back. He's going to let us know some of the things that he's been doing. He's an educator, but also he's wrote a couple of books. I'll call him a serial entrepreneur at this time, because that's what he's been doing. But he's going to just let us know how he's doing. So I have a couple of guests tomorrow night that are going to be joining me on my show. So it should be an adventure for you, and some encouragement, because sometimes we get stuck again where we're at, and we don't see that we all have those gifts. We all have some type of gift. And because I believe all of us have a gift that we were already born with. So that's what Put It All on Red. So I encourage you, look it up, check it out. Visit me tomorrow. Come check me out tomorrow night. If you have nothing to do it on at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, I'm always giving a chuckle, which is a laugh. I believe we should laugh as much as we can, right? So that's it for tonight. Again, just wanted to bring you up to date with what's going on with our show. My co-host will be back with us the next 2 weeks. So we're here every other Monday. So it's the second and fourth Monday of the month, and my show is the second and fourth Tuesday of the month. Again, I love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. I'm excited, and I want you to be excited too, because life is worth living. So I want you to certainly feel that as well. Again, peace and love.